Again, so tomorrow is your CBA over this. So pay attention. A lot of these questions, they're going to be just like this on your CBA. Number 1 says, which scatter plot suggests linear? Remember, linear means line. So which one of these, if you were to draw a trend line through it, would be a straight line? Exactly. If you look at A, it's curved. If you look at C, it's curved. If you look at D, it's a no association. But B, if I was to draw a trend line, it is a straight line. I meant to draw one straight line. It is a straight line pattern. So B was the answer. Nobody should be on calculators or anything. You should be paying attention. Number 2, based on this scatter plot, which statement best describes the association? So everybody look, if I was to draw a trend line, what would it be doing? Going up. That means as the hours go up, the test scores also go. So it looks like this. It goes up. So as the hours go up, the test scores go up. Which one says that? B. Number 3, it uses that word linear again. Which one is linear? What does linear mean? Guys, if y'all missed this question, that just tells me you don't care. This is curved. This is curved. This is what? No association. But could I draw a straight line through this one? Yes, so it was H. Number 4, which scatter plot does not show linear? Well, A is straight, C is pretty straight, B is pretty straight going straight across, but D, that is not anything. It's no association, which is also not linear. Number 5, what did you have to draw? A trend line. Do you have to freehand it or straight edge it? Straight edge. Now, on these, remember that you want it to go in the middle of the dots, and you want just as many dots above as below. If it doesn't look right, erase it and start over. This says, based on the scatter plot, what is the best prediction of the speed of sound when the air temperature is 50? So here is air temperature. What is it counting by? This would be 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Here would be 50. So you're going to go up to your trend line, stop at your trend line, and go over, which I'm like right in there. And this is counting also by 5, so this would be 355, this would be 360. So the answer is C. Do you see, though, if my trend line was off, I wouldn't have gotten that answer. Number 6, based on this scatter plot, what is the best prediction? If it ever says prediction, you need a trend line. So I'm going to go put my straight edge in the middle of the dots with just as many dots above as below. And they're talking about when you're absent for 6 days. So where's days? Number of absences right here. What are they counting by? If this is 0 and this is 5, what would this be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be 6. So I'm going to go up to my trend line, and I'm going to go over. What am I really close to? 80. Guys, I'm telling y'all, your trend line has to be good. That is what the TEK says. Construct a scatter plot and make a trend line. You have to be able to draw a good trend line. Number 7, are we predicting? Yes, so what am I going to draw? A trend line. And you want the trend line to go through the whole graph. Don't just draw it right here. So again, I want it in the middle of the dots. I want just as many above as below. like that. All right, it says, what is the best prediction of the number of hours one of Phil's friends spends sleeping when the friend spends 1 hour playing video games? They're both hours. Do y'all see that? Hours, hours. So where's hours for video games? Over here. So I'm going to go to 1. I'm going to go over to the trend line and down. Now, that was a tough one. I personally would rethink my trend line. Why would I rethink my trend line? Because my answer would be 8 or 9. So I'm going to go re-look at my trend line and say, which way would my line shift? Do y'all see how my line is kind of hugging the right side? It probably needs to shift a little bit more like this. So here's my new line, so it would be more at 9. So you don't just guess, you go back and look at your trend line and say, which way should I shift it to make a better trend line? Okay. Number 8, which scatter plot suggests a linear, what does linear mean? Straight, a straight line. So which one is it? F. G was curved, J was curved, and H was no association. Number 9, what do I need to draw? A trend line. Again, I want just as many dots above the line as below the line. And if I need to shift it, I will. Okay, I'm guessing, what is the best prediction of the average amount of money spent on groceries for a household that has 7 people? Where's people? On the x-axis, what are they counting by? If this is 0 and this is 2, what would this be? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, here's 7. I'm going to go up to my trend line, and I'm going to go over, and what am I really close to? Since there's no other answer close to that, I'm good. I don't need to readjust or re-look at my trend line. Number 10, what do I need to draw? A trend line going through the middle of the dots. We'll see if we like that one. I might need to adjust it. How many hours would it take a waiter to serve 60 beverages? Where is beverages? On the y-axis right here. So I'm going to go over to my trend line. It actually my trend line happened to touch that dot. And I am at 6 hours. What do y'all think? Good? Okay. Okay, I need another trend line. This one should be pretty easy because the dots are really all close together. The biggest thing, everybody look, when I'm doing this, the dots are close together, so I need to make sure that my straight edge is going through it the way it should. Okay, it says, what is the best prediction of the resting heart rate and beats per minute of a person who exercises an average of 8 hours each week? So I'm looking for 8 hours. So where would that be? On the x-axis. I'm going to go to 8 hours, go up to my trend line, and over, and I am right at 50. Number 12, look at the graph. What kind of relationship is that? No association. There is no association between shoe size and hair length. Number 13, I need another trend line. See if I can do this one good. So for tomorrow's test, I put on your answer document, I put a picture of the graph so that you'll be able to draw it on the paper. But on the Real Star test, they have a tool where with your mouse you can click and drag and make a straight line. Let's see, I don't know if I like that trend line, but let's check it out. It says, based on the scatter plot, what is the best prediction of the average number of hours a person spends at work every week if that person spends an average of 10 hours on recreational? Now, what did y'all notice? What does this say right here? Hours. What does this say over here? Do you think some people didn't read and they went straight to 10 right here? Probably. But what are they asking for? 10 hours on. So where's recreational hours? On the y-axis. So you should have gone over here, gone to your trend line, and gone down, and I am right at the what? I'm right at 65. So I'm happy with that answer. Now, had you gone to this 10 and gone up and over, was 30, like 35, something close there? Somebody probably would have picked 33 because they didn't read recreational hours. So make sure you're going to the correct axis. All right, I need another trend line. Let's see. There's not as many on the test. Okay, this one says, based on the scatter plot, what is the best prediction for the salary of an employee with 3 years experience? Where am I going to go for years of experience? X-axis. So I'm going to the 3. I'm going up and over, and I'm like right under 100. So, I'm thinking I need to rethink my trend line because I can't decide if it's 86 or 95. Okay? And my answer key is saying it's 86. So my trend line has to be off a little bit. This is why these questions bother me some. I don't know where I would have shifted it. It would have had to shift this way for it to be 80. The answer is 86. That's a tough one because I believe both of those answers look good, 86 and 95. Make sure y'all fix that one. We should not be laying our heads down. Number 15, what did I need to draw? A trend line. Let's see if I can get a good one on the first try. This one says 70 hours learning to type. Where's hours learning? Down here. What is it counting by? Everybody look. If this is 0 and this is 10, what would this be? So it's counting by 5. So everybody look. This is 50. What is this? 55. What is this? 60. I need 70. So 65 would be like right here. Do y'all agree? And 70 would be like right here. So I'm going to go draw a line straight up. You really had to extend that trend line. Okay, I go over. I'm right above 80. So what's my best guess? 85. Now, when you extend, everybody look, you need to make them the same size. So from here to here, that's 5 units. So from here to here, that's why I put this line for 5, and then I moved over 5 more to get to that 70. All right, number 16, I need a trend line. I don't think I did very good. Maybe there. And I should be using pencil right now. I just want to make sure y'all can see it. Based on the scatter plot, how many hours should a person spend working per day if they have 90 minutes of free time? Where is free time at? On the y-axis. So I go to 90, I go over and down. If this is 0 and this is 5, what number am I on? 16? My trend line is not good. Let's see. I should have used a pencil. My trend line is really bad. I think it should have shifted more. But the closest answer was 5 anyways. So it should have been over there at 5. And that was the only answer that was even close to my trend line. I wish they would. They should. This is my least favorite lesson as a teacher because my trend lines, I'm not good at drawing trend lines. All right, I need a trend line over here. It'd be so much easier if they would draw the trend lines for y'all. All right, approximately what score should a student with 6 absences? Where's absences? On the x-axis. So if this is 0 and this is 5, what would this be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here would be 6. So I go up and over, and I'm between 75 and 80. So about 76. Okay, on this one, did I need to make a prediction? Yes or no? So do I even need a trend line? No, it says which statement is best supported. So everybody look, if I drew a trend line, is it going to go up or down? So as the temperature goes up, what's happening to cups sold? They're going down. Which one says as the temperature goes up, the number of cups of coffee goes down? Which one says that? G. Very good. All right, you need to go to the Google Classroom and submit your answers. This is your study guide for your CBA tomorrow.